Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on my first video. A quick summary of my channel. I'm just going to be going over weekly analysis and a few trades over the week. I'm going to keep uploading videos based on that. And there's never going to be a paid mentorship or a paid course. So yeah, you can sit back and relax. And yeah, here's my weekly overview. So I'm interested in three pairs this week, and I also have three bonus pairs that I'm going to go over next week. So we're going to start with Euro USD. So last week was crazy because of Trump and his tariffs announcement. So we're going to try to take advantage of that. So as we can see, that price was bearish at first, but it kind of did shift structure. This was the lower high. This was the lower low. Price shifted structure here. Price gave us a higher high. Price gave us another higher low. And then price made a morning star formation, which means it's going to keep continuing this trend. Um, you don't be afraid of this wick. Usually I've seen traders get, scared because of this wick. They might feel that, okay, the price might reverse. But if you go down to daily, you can see that there's this structure point right here, pretty strong one, to be honest, where there's like support, resistance, 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 and price is just broken above, price is coming back here to take support. Reason being, if you go down to 4-hour, we can see here price made a pretty good pin bar right here, which is a sign of a reversal. So, and if you add Fibonacci from the bottom to top, it is close to 61.8. If we add 50 to it, price closed above the 50 Fibonacci, which is another bullish sign. And if you look at it, this area of structure consists of a round number 109,500, which is also another confluence that we're going to be adding up to this trade. So I'm honestly just going to be looking for a pretty clean break and retest of this 15-minute structure right here. If we go down to 1 hour, what I would honestly prefer is price to make another low, close under these highs, under these lows, and then price to close above this high. So it's going to look something like this on the 1 hour. That would make this trade even more perfect. This would make this would make the trade even more perfect. But if I get like a good close above this area, above this AOI, then I'm just going to be looking for a retest of these EMAs and this area. And then I'm going to be looking to go long, probably somewhere over here to these areas of resistance. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good area to go long to. So this is my analysis for Euro USD. Next comes AUD USD. So if we go down to monthly, we can see the price is pretty much bearish. Price gave a small retracement, and of course, price rejected it perfectly according to my structured area, and price rejected it and went down. Now, what I'm expecting this week is to have a small retracement to the upside where we can continue going shorts. Reason being is if we go down to daily, we can see that there's massive, massive bearish engulfing candle. The volume was pretty crazy. Markets need to cool off a little. So, and also there's sort of a head and shoulders right here, of which the neckline is also aligning with the structure area right here with a lot of support and resistance over here. And if you go down to 4-hour, we can see that if we add Fibonacci to this level, 50% aligns pretty well with this area of structure. And we're just starting to see bullish signs on this chart right here. So it could be a good reversal point if we go down to 15-minute. This time frame shows that price is starting to reverse back to this area with the EMAs. Price, this was the lower high, this was the lower low. Price broke above this lower high and is giving a rejection. Price broke above this lower high. Price is going a rejection. This is usually a sign of a reversal. Usually smaller time frames shift structure when they're about to retest an area. So that's what something I'm looking for this week. Let's see how it goes. There's a very high possibility price could just continue going down. But I'm not interested in that because there is just no trade. I mean, that's just gambling. I like to take my trades with the best odds. And if you add a lot of confluences, the odds would be in my favor in this area with 50% EMA, structure point, and hopefully when price comes to retest, it might give us a sort of divergence. Hopefully, we can see that it has been oversold, so a good sign for retracement back so that the price stabilize. Yeah, so this is my analysis for AUD/USD, and then comes CAD JPY, my favorite trade for this week. Basically, if you look at the higher time frames, price is bullish, sorry, bearish. Price is making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Price made a lower high, rejected this sort of like an area right here. Clean wick rejection, and then the bearish engulfing, and then an evening star formation. So the weekly is adding up. If we go down to daily, we can see a sort of a head and shoulders, but it is clear on the 4-hour time frame. So we can see the left head, right shoulder, sorry, left shoulder ahead and right shoulder. Price has come back to retest this area. And this is also an area of structure where there's rejection, support, support, price broke down, coming for rejection. And then we got a beautiful doji. So a very good sign that price might just close bearish, creating another evening star right here, which will align with the trade. My take profit is going to be on this level right here. If we go down to 15-minute time frame, I would like to, for me to enter this trade, I would like to see price close below this support area, this internal support area, and under this EMA. That would be perfect because there's also another sort of a head and shoulders right here. If it does so, I'm gonna probably put my stop loss somewhere over here above these highs, and my take profit all the way down here, giving me a clean 1, 2, 3 risk to reward. Not bad at all. I have my alerts set up. Yeah, so these are like my most important trades for this week. And my bonus trades are actually GU, NU, and GJ. So my analysis for GU is the reason why I'm not super interested in this trade right now is because it's pretty close to where price closed. And I don't usually take trades on Sunday. But yeah, as we can see, price is on the monthly time frame. Price actually is bearish. This is the higher low. This is the higher high. Price broke below this, and now price is just coming to reject this structure right here, and price is doing so rightfully so. We already got a really good rejection right here. We go down to weekly. We can see that price is accumulating right now. I'm just waiting for a distribution. The reason why I'm not super interested in this trade is because price is still kind of bullish on the weekly. It's very rare that the markets are perfect according to your strategy, so you have to just evolve around it. Daily, we can see that I just want to see like a daily candle close under this structure so that price shift structure on the daily. And if we go down to 4-hour right here, I just don't have to explain much about it. There's a bunch of support right here. Very impulsive bearish move. If price gives a break and a retest, I'm interested to go short all the way down here. Then comes NU, pretty similar to AU. Price is pretty much bearish. I'm just looking for like a lower high to go short. So the reason why I've selected this area as my targeted area is because, I mean, you can see, right? There's a huge area of structure, resistance, support, 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 coming back, price might come and reject this area. There is a psychological number, 5,700. If we add our Fibonacci, it aligns with the 50%, and by the time price comes to retest this area, the EMA will follow. If we go down to 4-hour, we can see sort of another head and shoulders right here. Left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder. So my theory is that since price has given us an impulse move, it will come back to a retracement. Price has to cool down a little. So it will come to a retracement. And when it does so, I want to see like a rejection pattern, maybe like a candlestick pattern or like an engulfing, or it could be anything because it's going to align with the EMA crossover, which is going to build up this trade. I'm going to probably target these lows right here. I'm not going to go super confident and target this low. I'm probably going to go for this low right here, the structure area right here. If that happens, so I could possibly score like I'm gonna put my stop loss over here above this area. I'm gonna put it down here. I'm gonna get almost 2.97, but I'm willing to take anywhere from like about 2.52. So I give myself a little breathing space. 2.5. That's a pretty good amount. 33.6 stop loss, 86.1 pips take profit. That sounds like a pretty good idea. And then lastly, we come down to GBP JPY. Now, when it comes down to GBP JPY, as we can see, price was giving us like a small retracement with the volume going down. Price gave us a really good engulfing, rejecting this entire structure right here. So I'm going to take advantage of this. It's kind of tacky because there's a lot of structure in this area, but my first target would be this area right here. I'm going to wait and see if price comes down to reject this area. And an ideal day, my perfect trade would be from this area right here. But if I get a rejection from here, I'm just gonna go ahead with the markets. I'm gonna analyze what the markets want to do, and I'm just gonna ride the wave with them. As we can see, the 1 hour has already shifted structure, very willing to go bullish on the smaller time frame, so it can come back and reject this or this area. Um, the odds of price reaching this area are pretty much very high. I'm not sure about this area, so as soon as this alert goes off, instead of taking a trade, I'm just gonna keep an eye out. I don't just take a trade as soon as price reaches this area. Since I want my trades to be perfect, I wait for them to align with my confluences. So if 1 hour is bullish right now, what I'm gonna wait for is for it to shift structure again. So even if it gives us like a massive bearish engulfing this area, I'm still not going to be interested in this trade because it is still bullish. I'm still going to wait for price to maybe like make a high, low, and another high in this area, and then to break this low. And that's when I'm going to be interested in taking this trade. Building up confidences help you, and perfecting your trades help you build like a better risk to reward system, better win rate, and that's what trading is all about. So thank you for watching my first analysis video. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. And if I have enough questions, I will make a video about them. But I will make sure to respond to every single one of them. And yeah, let me know if there's something you'd like me to change or do something different. Thank you and have a good day.